What up, sneaker fam? It's Jason back with another heater for you today. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Leave me a comment down below and a big thumbs up if this is the type of videos that you enjoy. Today we'll take a look at a UA version of the Nike Dunk in the ceramic colorway that was just released. Now this pair was sent over by my friends at Coolkicksmall to review for you today, so let's get into it. First off, I want to say I do not condone the resale of fake, replica, or UA sneakers as retail because it is wrong and illegal. This video is meant for educational purposes, and to help protect yourself, I highly recommend you investing in a small $9 UV blacklight. I'll leave the link down below for one of these, but if you're meeting up with anybody in person, whether it be OfferUp or LetGo, this $9 tool can save you thousands and the headache of potentially getting scammed in today's multi-billion-dollar sneaker industry. Let's take a look at today's shoes. So again, I want to thank my friends over at Coolkicksmall for sending this UA pair over for me to review for you today. I have here is the Nike Dunk in the ceramic colorway. So first off, as always, we'll take a look at the box and see what we can see. The standard Dunk comes in the orange-red Nike box, and that's typical of all of your standard Dunks, Air Max 1s, and a few other athletic shoes. So reading the tag on the box, I've noticed that it is actually wrong. It states Nike Dunk Low SP, and this is where it's wrong because it says Daybreak, Barn, Plum. That's for the first shoe released in the Ugly Duckling pack that this shoe is a sister to. The actual colorway on the ceramic Dunk is black, ceramic, and nori. Alright, so opening the box, first off, I don't get a real heavy chemical smell, and that could be because the shoe has been manufactured for a while and sat in a warehouse and outgassed all of that chemical smell, and that can be typical of any brand new shoe, whether it be retail and or UA replica. I have had some retail shoes that as soon as I open up the box, it does have that smell of chemical smell. This is, as I said, a replica version of the shoe, so the replica UA companies like to package accessories that will imitate that of a retail shoe. As soon as I open the box, you get a StockX sticker, a StockX postcard, the hang tag, which again is definitely suspect on a lot of shoes nowadays, and a lot of people have actually started seeing a new trend of wearing the StockX hang tag. A small postcard from Nike, and I believe these come in most of the overseas drops, overseas releases. And we have what looks like a green bamboo paper. Now again, I don't have the retail version of this, so if you did get the retail version of this, please let me know down in the comments if this green bamboo looking paper is correct. It does actually feel correct, but not having the other version, the retail version, it is hard to compare. Now looking under the box lid, I do notice that we do have the quality control stamp right here in the upper right hand corner, my right hand. I'm not seeing one of those gold QC check stickers, so again, if you did receive or were able to cop this on a retail version, please let me know if on the retail box there was a gold quality control sticker on the underside of the lid. First impressions, wow, I mean, this is a really nice representation of the ceramic Dunk that was just released. That's first impressions right out of the box. Digging deeper into the box, we do have the anti-mold sticker up here, and a closer look at the paper, you'll see it is that green bamboo graphic on the tissue paper. Looking a little deeper in the box, again, I was not able to find that little gold QC check sticker. I mean, this is a really good representation of the Nike Dunk in the ceramic colorway, and I'm not smelling any of that pungent chemical smell, just the smell of leather and shoe. So this did not send any alarm bells off the top as I opened the box. We've got that hit of ceramic around the toe cap, the black here on the toe box and up through the tongue. That nice nori, I'm guessing this green is more of the nori color on the colorway. That nori green swoosh, the nori green flat standard Dunk laces, and the black standard Dunk tongue. And then you have the Nike word mark there on the tongue as well. Heading to the quarter panel, you again more black suede, and it does look to be a really nice transitional suede. Around the heel counter, more of that ceramic, and then your eye stays also in that ceramic suede. And on the heel tab, you have Nike embroidered on the back, and then on the sock liner, kind of a mesh nylon on the sock liner itself. It was the third in the Ugly Duckling pack. We've got some veneers that we'll take a look at in another video, so make sure to subscribe. On the midsole here, we've got the hits of white, and then on the outsole, you have the standard Dunk outsole on the shoe as well. Standard flattened stars, Nike word mark here in the middle, and then that directional traction pattern. Pretty standard Dunk, just in a extremely cool colorway that we've not seen in about 10 years. So now that we've taken a look at the outside of the shoe, let's go into the inside of the shoe and take a look at their sock liner, under the tongue, and the insole. Again, this being a UA shoe, they've affixed a tab, and I'm sure this is a quality control that they have looked over the shoe. It definitely is stuffed with the standard tissue paper. Here we have insole, and this is pretty typical of the Dunk style insole, not the SB Dunk, but the basketball, or what I like to say, lifestyle Dunk. Just a standard foam. You'll see you've got the ribs here up on the toe area. You've got a little sticky tape here on the bottom, and then the Nike word mark and check on the heel. So this does look to be correct. And again, if you see anything down in the comments, please let me know. I definitely am going to try and cop a retail version of this shoe so I can put them side to side. But if you do already have this shoe, please, if you see anything that is off, let me know down in the comments. So under the tongue, you have just the made in information and more of the construction information. On the inside, you have the size tag, style tag, and it does have a QR code on it. So again, that is one thing that I have not been able to compare with a retail version of this replica version, if the actual retail version has a barcode style or the QR. I'm guessing QR is most of the newer shoes that have come out have typically had that QR style, and the barcode style is old. Manufacture date that I'm seeing on this shoe, April 30, 2020 through June 9, 2020. And it is a style code DA1469-001. On the footbed, the inside footbed of the shoe, you have a single punch mark on the heel and then loose threads that are taped down. Pretty standard on a lot of the shoes. It does have a white stitching that's bonding the upper to the footbed. If you do see a different color on the retail version, that could be one of the main differences in telling a UA version to a retail. Now that we've taken a look at the shoe under our regular studio lights, let's put it to the blacklight test and see if there's anything that we can find that stands out. All right, now that we're under the blacklight, let's take a look at the box first and foremost and see if there's anything that is on the box that might be stamped from the warehouse or manufacturing plant that might differ from a retail box. What I'm seeing is pretty traditional of most of the Nike orange boxes, whether it be retail or replica, is the Nike word mark and check definitely puts out a lot of the glow characteristics under a black light. I'm not seeing any quality control stamps, which most of the time you will find that they will stamp right above the tag or on the tag, some sort of little quality control stamp. More of the Nike word mark glowing on all sides of the box. No quality control stamps that I can see on the box. Let's take a look at the shoes. And again, that is where most of the time we will find alignment marks, pen marks, invisible ink marks that are left from the manufacturing of the shoe. And that's where having that small personal black light can come in handy. Let's look at the top of the shoe. Around the toe cap and toe box leather, I'm not seeing any of the alignment or invisible ink marks. Here on the quarter panel, I'm not seeing any either. Usually you would see the swoosh would be stitched onto the quarter panel. There would be some sort of alignment marks. Also on the lace stays, you would see some panel alignment marks. Not seeing any around the back of the shoe to the heel counter. And then on the inside of the shoe, under the swoosh and on the quarter panel, I'm not seeing any either. There's really not much on this shoe that puts out any luminescent glowing under the black light until we get to on the midsole. We see that our stitching around the midsole glows. Now on the outsole, it's quite interesting. With this being an orange outsole, it does put off just a little bit And I believe that is just because it is orange. What I'm seeing, and this can be normal, whether it's a retail shoe or a replica shoe, is the sealer or paint that's put around the midsole. I believe it's more of a sealer because it tends to be clear. As we see up here on the outside of the forefoot, you'll see almost a kind of a really hyper orange. And I believe that's clear from where they've sealed around the stitching on the midfoot. It just is more of a broad brush stroke of that sealer that ends up on the midsole to the outsole transition, but just on that upper part. And we see a little bit on the left shoe as well. Actually more around that toe area. So all in all, on this particular pair of shoes, I'm not finding any of the traditional invisible ink marks, alignment marks, pen marks that are left over from the manufacturer. So now that we've taken a look at the shoes under our black light, let's go back to our regular lights and take one more look. All right, so we'll take just one more look around the Nike Dunk in the ceramic colorway. And my final thoughts, this is a extremely high quality representation of the retail version of the Dunk. So I just want you to be careful out there when you're purchasing shoes off of third-party platforms that don't offer any authentication processes, so that you're not spending your hard-earned money on what possibly is a replica version of this sneaker. So with that said, I want to thank you all for tuning in today, and I want to thank my friends over at Coolkicksmall for gifting me this pair of shoes to review for you today. So please consider following me on some of my other social media platforms. That's where more of the information about this shoe and many others can be found. I'll leave the links down below. And if you found value in this particular video, please consider subscribing, leaving me a comment, and a big thumbs up, as it goes a long way in helping me to build this channel for you. Until next time, I'm Jason, reminding you, lace up your kicks and rock them. I'll see you on the next one.